What's up guys, Psykik here, and today I'm finally going to show you guys what's coming out in this year's winter update. I wanted to wait to make this video because I was worried about Cipsoft changing things, which they did a lot of, but I kind of screwed myself over because now the test servers are closed. Luckily I have some footage already, but bear with me in this video because I may have to throw up footage from my stream too. So in this year's winter update, you can expect a few new things. The first is a new system called Prey for Prey, where you get one of 4 bonuses that can be used to improve your hunts based on random lists of monsters you can be assigned. The 4 bonuses you can receive are a damage boost, damage reduction, XP boost, and improved loot. With these, I think we may see some more entertaining hunts, as well as players diversifying the spawns they go to. The next thing coming out is the new questline known as Forgotten Knowledge. This quest involves your server building a temple which will contain 6 different portals. Each portal brings you to different areas of Tibia, such as the former Gar mines, or entirely new areas not connected to the outside world. Each area has a questline attached to it that you must solve in order to fight the respective boss. The areas prior to the bosses are not very hard, and some may even make great new hunting spawns for mid-level players, but the bosses are of the same difficulty as the Heart of Destruction bosses, according to Cipsoft. The bosses all drop silver tokens as well as other rare and valuable loot, and unlock powerful imbuements, which is the third new feature of this winter update. Imbuing is a new system that allows you to enhance weapons and armors with various stats. Armors and weapons you may have found useless in the past may finally have a use again besides just loot you sell to an NPC. To imbue an item, you must have particular creature products and gold, which will be consumed on use. Imbuements last 20 hours and can carry some very powerful effects never before seen on items. So now that you have a general idea of the winter update, I'm going to go more in depth into each topic coming out. Feel free to use the links in the description to skip to different parts of the video. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the Prey for Prey system. This system can be accessed by right-clicking your character in-game and clicking Open Prey Dialog. So the way the system works is you basically get lists of monsters to choose from that you can hunt with various bonuses. The 4 bonuses are damage boost, damage reduction, improved loot, and improved XP. Now originally these bonuses went anywhere from 5 to 50% when the test server came out, but Cipsoft has now changed these values to a system that ranges from 1 to 10. Damage reduction, for instance, now caps at 30% max at 10 out of 10, which means if you had 5 out of 10 damage reduction, then you receive a 15% reduction bonus. Improved loot and improved XP both cap at 40%, and a damage boost now only goes to 25%. The list of monsters in the Prey system have also been improved, and now you won't see as many random monsters on there that you wouldn't hunt, such as a penguin. On all of my characters, I've generally been able to find at least 1 monster per list I could see myself hunting. Now not everyone gets 3 lists. The first Prey slot is for free accounts, which is kinda cool because free accounts finally get something out of an update for once. The second slot is for being a premium account, and the third slot can be purchased for 900 Tibia coins. Now I understand the reason they're selling the third Prey slot, but it's kind of upsetting that it's not account wide. I may buy the third slot on my main character even though it's a total ripoff, but there's no way I'm paying $35 for a third slot on each of my characters, which is too bad. You should be able to enjoy 3 Prey slots on all characters for $35. So the way the Prey system works is you get a free list roll every day of monsters. If you don't like this list of monsters, you can pay gold in game for another list reroll. The cost of the list reroll varies depending on your level. For level 300, it's around 15k. You can do this as many times as you want until you get a monster you want or something bearable to hunt. The gold cost does quickly add up though, so many people I think will just settle on what they get for the day and possibly reroll once or twice if they didn't get something good the first time. Originally, you're given a random bonus between 1 out of 10 and 10 out of 10, but you can switch your bonus for Tibia coins. The cost for a bonus reroll is 10 Tibia coins, which is around 40 cents. If you pay for a bonus reroll with Tibia coins, the bonus will be random, but the numbers should always improve. It seems like they jump to 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 every time you reroll with Tibia coins. So this Prey and bonus lasts for 2 hours of gaining experience on anything, even if you kill monsters that aren't your prey. Normally, the monster and bonus would reset after 2 hours, but the system is abusable, and Cipsoft is aware of it and doesn't seem interested in fixing it right now. Basically, you can reset the timer by either buying a new list of monsters or a new bonus. So if you like your bonus, you can keep renewing it by purchasing new lists of monsters. So if you had the max improved loot bonus, you could just keep hunting monsters profitably all day every day as long as you keep re-rolling your list. If you got a Gluth Bandit and you hunt there all the time, you can keep buying new bonuses every 2 hours so you can just hunt Gluth Bandits forever. It's not a huge deal since you have to renew it every 2 hours, but it is abusable. Next up is the new Forgotten Knowledge questline. Now I didn't actually solve much of this questline on the test server, but I'll give you the gist of it. Once the update goes live, every world is going to have to build a temple which is located to the north of Thias. You do this by turning in heavy old tomes which are dropped by certain monsters, and I also think they're found around the Tibian world. Once the temple is built, there are 6 portals that teleport you to different areas. Some areas are custom, and other areas are new attachments to the existing world. For example, a new cave in Zhao that has mutated tigers and bats on -1, lizard chosens and other lizards on -2, and drakens through a portal on -3. Some of these areas make great new hunting spawns for lower level players. I don't know if you initially get access to the portals or if you have to start the quest, but I don't think it's very difficult. Through each of the portals also lies a boss. I only tried 3 of the bosses, and I only managed to kill 1 of them for various reasons, like people dying in stupid ways or running out of supplies, but they really aren't that hard, at least for a level 300. Some of the boss fights have changed since the beginning of the test server though. For example, I believe the Draken area boss now has ghastly dragons in the room with it. I don't know what loot each boss drops exactly, but I have heard that you can loot basic umbral items and a ton of other rares like a Shield of Corruption and various spellbooks. They also drop silver tokens, and you can also loot different pieces of ancient rune or something, which you can then piece together in order to tame a stone rhino. Finally, we have the new imbuing system. Now the imbuing system starts with 2 basic imbuements, but you can unlock a 3rd powerful imbuement by killing bosses. For a full list of items that can be imbued, you can check the test server forums. Imbuing works by using the imbuing station on the item you want to be imbued. I heard Cipsoft would start selling imbuing stations that you can put in your house, so you shouldn't need to go to any special imbuing station. Now about the powerful imbuements, I believe you have to loot some sort of gem to activate the imbuing station in the boss's room, which is how you unlock the powerful imbuement. I'm not 100% sure how it works though. Every imbuement is going to cost you a certain amount of creature products and gold. Basic imbuements are pretty cheap and only require 1 type of creature product, intricate cost a little more and require 2, and powerful imbuements require 3 different types of creature product and cost the most. The 3 imbuement levels each have a different success rate, which on failure only makes you lose the creature products and gold, not your item. You can pay extra money for a protection charm though that raises the success rate to 100%. Different types of equipment generally have the same imbuements, but particular items may have a unique imbuement. For example, you can put a magic level imbuement on a Yalahari mask, but not on a demon or dwarven helmet. For the most part though, imbuements are the same on respective pieces of equipment. Helmets generally have mana leech and skill boosts, bodies life leech and elemental protection, legs cannot be imbued, boots have speed, shields elemental protection and shielding, melee weapons elemental damage, life leech, mana leech, crit, and a skill boost, bows and crossbows, life leech, mana leech, crit, and a skill boost, and wands and rods have life leech, mana leech, and a magic level skill boost. Different pieces of equipment also have different amounts of slots on them. Bows and crossbows generally have 3 slots for imbuing, which means you can stack life leech, mana leech, and crit on a single bow, and then everything else usually has 1 to 2 imbuement slots depending on whether it already had prior stat boosts on it. Boots only have 1 though for speed as far as I know. Also, all of the items I have in my backpack in the video are imbuable, and there are many more, so most of your favorite items should have imbuement slots on them. If you played the test server the first day it came out, some of the creature product requirements have changed since then. For example, Mana Leech formerly required giant eyes and then dirty turbans, and now requires rope belts as well as silencer claws and grime leech wings. Rather than go over every single creature product required, you'll just have to wait and see in game, or you can check the test server website in the description for this list. So I'll address a few concerns I've heard coming up over this winter update. The first was that knights were going to be forced to use axe since the other weapons couldn't be imbued. This has been changed, and melee weapons of all levels now usually have imbuement slots, so no need to change your fighting style. Another concern was for umbral weapons. I don't know if these will ever be imbuable. As far as I know, Cipsoft is looking into it and may make them imbuable in the future, so don't panic sell them yet, but as of right now they are not imbuable. Another thing people were concerned about is whether the crit, mana, and life leech weapons from the Heart of Destruction quest will be devalued. Right now I would say yes, because even as a mage you can imbue a magic sword with crit and wear it, which saves you a lot of token grinding. I did hear that Cipsoft is considering buffing the weapons from that quest even further though. Apparently they already changed the crit chance on crossbows or something, so for now it may not be worth it, but it may become worth it again in the future. Finally, death protection. A lot of people were concerned about how high death protection will go in PvP. It was formerly 15%, but has now been lowered to 10%, and it can only be put on bodies and shields. This does devalue robes of the underworld and spellbooks of ancient arcana though. The robe would still have a higher protection, but it also comes with a negative protection to holy, and imbuing now also makes druids able to tank death as hard as sorcerers. Also, 10% death protection on a shield also seems more valuable than 5% death protection on a spellbook with lower defense, even if it gives magic levels. I'm not going to sell my book though, because it still may be worth wearing for UE combos and stuff, but we're going to be seeing a lot of set swapping coming out now with this new system. In my opinion though, I think this update will be pretty cool. A few of the new spawns look promising, and the bosses apparently drop really good loot, so grinding them will be worth it to get to the powerful imbuements as well as some silver tokens. The pray for prey system seems like it'll be a nice addition to places I already hunt, and may even encourage me to try out spawns I don't normally go to if I'm going to get improved XP, loot, or a damage boost. Damage reduction is really only worth it if you get it on a key monster, like possibly a Lost Basher if you like to hunt the spikes since they do a lot of damage. Originally it was pretty broken and was allowing people like myself to tank 8 Guzzlemaws and Frazzlemaws and Rashomul, but now I'd say it's more of a convenience if you manage to roll a nice bonus on a monster you may hunt. The imbuing system is also really cool. Some of the imbuements are easier to get than others, like Crit. All you need is Protection Charms from Amazon, Saber Teeth from Mutated Tigers, and Vexclaw Talons if you want the best critical imbuement. But even low level weapons like a Crimson Sword can be imbued with Crit, so I think it'll be cool to be a low level knight with good skills and a decent crit chance. I didn't get to test on the test server whether a high level player can imbue weapons for a low level with powerful imbuements and then give it back, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So I'm definitely going to imbue one of my Paladin's bows with Crit, Mana Leech, and a distance fighting boost. Well, depending on how much the creature products rise in price. Like I said before though, some of the imbuements will be easier to get than others, and it may not be worth buying them for imbuements if they're going to cut a lot into your profit. For PvP though, everything helps, so I'll definitely be getting myself the Death Protection imbuement and others. Alright guys, I think I covered most of the stuff coming out in this winter update. As always, if you have any questions about stuff I may have forgotten to mention in this video, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.